Anki is the Japanese word for memorization. Go to Google, type Anki, click on the Anki Intelligent Flashcards. This is the logo of Anki. There's a download Anki for Windows, Mac, Linux, iPhone, Android. For iPhone, it's called as the Anki Mobile. iPad, it's called Anki Mobile, which is not free. It's a paid companion to the free computer program for use on Apple devices. And for Android, it's called the Anki Droid. It is free. I have downloaded the Anki for 64-bit Windows. I open the Anki program software for Windows. Here's some of the decks and add option. Here's the get shared and create deck option. So you can first get a shared deck of cards. Initially at the beginning, I suggest you to go for this, as Anki can be a little complicated and difficult to understand. Initially, you can go for the get shared deck, and then later you can create your own deck. It redirects me to this page and Anki web. There are popular categories in languages. Here's Japanese. So there's so much you can do with Anki, not just the languages, but you can also study art sciences. So let me go to the Japanese language, and here are the shared decks. So many people have shared what they study, and they have added so many notes in there while they study. And there's a lot of audio and images as well. There's ratings too. I suggest you initially go for a shared deck with less number of notes. And here's the Japanese basic hiragana. There's also one of the popular decks, Nihongo Shark, the kanji deck. I've used this for studying kanji, and it has helped me in remembering things easily. I suggest you download this later. And let me just now go to the Japanese basic hiragana. Let me download it. Here are some of the description and samples. Let me go and click the download option. Here's the Japanese basic hiragana downloaded. I downloaded the Japanese hiragana basic shared deck of cards. Let me click on it. Okay, so here are the cards that are split into three types. So new, which I have downloaded but I've never studied before, so it shows you 20. And there's a learning, so well, they refer to the cards that were seen for the first time recently and are still being learnt. To review means to refer to cards that were previously learnt, and it has to be reviewed now, so you don't forget them. So let me just now study. Let me start a session. Okay, so here you go. In Anki, it's not like the physical cards. It doesn't look like a physical card, and when you show the answer, the question remains visible by default. For example, let me prompt myself the question. This is let me go to show answer. Okay, I'm right. So here are a few more buttons. These are the rating buttons and the difficulty levels. So I have explained to you that these work on the spaced repetition system. So these rating buttons, well, again means it moves the card back to the first step. So step, when I say step, each time it's called a learning step. So when I'm learning new cards, Anki will show you the cards more times to help you memorize them, and each time it's called the learning step. And it also has the 1 minute duration, the 10-minute duration, the 4 days. So by default these are two of them, and you can will actually go to the deck options and you can change your settings. So again, moves the card back to the first step, good moves the card to the next step, and well, easy, it converts the card into a review card, because by default the card will be shown again 4 days later. So that's the 4D, and then at increasingly long delays, the spaced repetition. So let me now just click on the easy. Okay, here's the next one. Let us prompt ourselves the question. This is E. Show answer.
E, E,
So there's the audio. I'm right. It is E. Let me just go back to the page in my web browser, the one I showed you some time back, in the popular categories languages section, the Japanese. Let me click on it. And as I told you, there are lots of deck of cards that have been shared by people who have been studying, and well, their way of taking notes. Well, let me also show you the JLPT level deck of cards, as some of you might be interested in the JLPT. And JLPT, it has N5, N4, N3, N2, N1 levels. Let me just type JLPT N5 and click on search. So here you go, it has a lot of decks, a vocabulary deck. When I appeared for my JLPT N5 exam, these decks, Anki has been of a tremendous help to me, and you can click on it. It has audio and example sentences too. And again, this deck was created by the Nihongo Shark. It's quite popular, and here's the download option. Let me just download it. I have downloaded the JLPT N5 vocabulary deck. I highly recommend this deck for anyone who wants to learn the JLPT N5 vocabulary. It's really perfect. Let me click on it. Study now.
火曜日、
Kayobi. Kayobi means Tuesday. Let me show the answer.
火曜日、
Okay, I'm right. Let me just read out the sentence, example sentence for you. 火曜日までに返事をいただけるようお願いします。火曜日までに返事をいただけるようお願いします。So since I got this right, let me just click on the easy option. Let me review it after 5 days by default. So the Anki is going to schedule this for me. The card itself will be scheduled further, so after 5 days. And well, after that, it's going to schedule the card less frequently. So let me click on the easy.
一人、
Hitori. Hitori means one person, single person.
一人、
Okay, I'm right, one person. Let me click on the good.
始まる、
Hajimaru means to begin or to start.
始まる、
Okay, I'm right. So let me again go for the good. So good, since I'm right, and let me
かわいい、
go to the next one. Kawaii. Kawaii means scary. Scary.
かわいい、
Oh no. Kawaii means cute or pretty. Just recollected that kawaii is scary and kawaii is cute, pretty. that's confusing. Anyway, so let me now, since it's incorrect, let me go to the again option, because again this particular rating button, again it marks my answer as incorrect, and it asks Anki to show me this card more frequently in the future. Let me click on the again,
乗る、
and so it goes on. So after say less than a minute from now, I'm sure I will be seeing that card again, the card that I have clicked on again. And so this here is basically reviewing that particular card which I have learned it previously, and over spaced intervals. And it's so this particular process of the spaced repetition is going to help you in your long-term memory, and this is where I really recommend this Anki app, since it has all the study materials, it has the
乗る、
the options, the rating buttons. Let me see if less than a minute I can review the card that I got incorrect, where I was wrong. Let me just go to the next.
かわいい、
Okay, so since I pressed it again as I was wrong, it was incorrect. Let me review it again. Hopefully I'm right now. Kawaii. Kawaii means cute or pretty. Show answer.
かわいい、
Okay, I'm right. So this time I have reviewed it correctly. Also, let me go to the bottom of the screen here. As you can see, these are the rating buttons. Now this time let me press the good
ど
option.
んな、
So here the numbers here at the bottom. So it means this is new cards. This is the cards in learning, and these are the cards to review. Show answer.
どんな、
Okay.
ウニ、
Okay. So cards, new cards, cards in learning, and cards to review. You can also change the rating buttons duration in the deck options. So let me go to one of the decks, click on it. Let me first show you. So show answer. So these rating buttons here have less than a minute, less than 10 minutes, and 5 days. You can change these in the deck options. You can just go back to the decks. So here there is a small image here, the settings. You can see it here, settings. You can click on it. I have changed the duration of the easy rating button from 5 to 7 days. Let me now see if it has been changed. Click on the deck where you have changed it. Study now. Okay, so here it was 5 days, and now I have changed it to 7 days. I have not made any changes to the minute intervals duration. I just made changes to this. So you can go to the deck options and change this duration, rating button duration. Let me go back to the decks of the home page, and okay, so the Duke counts is 4, the new is 15, and here it shows you how many cards you've studied today. Studied 20 cards in 11.08 minutes today. So you can also create your own deck. Click on the create deck option, and name the deck. So here's the Japanese vocab deck that I have created. You can add cards into this Japanese vocab. So try not to put more information into it. Just keep it simple, because if you make it complicated with more notes or information, the review will become difficult. Let me type a word in my deck called the Japanese vocab. So here's the front of the say card. So let me just type a word in English, blue, and the answer or the Japanese word for blue. Let me type it in hiragana characters, aoi. Let me click on the add. It's added. If you just go back to this page, the screen here, click on the Japanese vocab that I have created. Let me click on study now. Here you go. I've added one of my characters, the cards. So now I prompt myself the question. Blue means, the Japanese word is aoi. Let me show the answer. It's aoi. Creating your own deck takes little time. You can also study the Anki manual. You can go to this help option, and or you can press F1. There's a guide. You can click on it. By clicking on the help in the guide option in the Anki program, it redirects me to this page, and you can see Anki manual. There are lots of things that you can see here: quick start, background, getting started, spaced repetition, and sorry, here's the adding editing option. You can go to studying, and there are decks. It tells you a lot of the card types, how the learning goes with the rating buttons, and how the reviewing is done, etc. So this is the Anki manual. You can also at the start I showed you the Anki web, the download option page, and if you go to the top here, you find a docs option. You can click on it, and you can find the Anki manual here too. So before you want to download, you can check out the Anki manual. So that's it, guys, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll be really happy to answer them. I also would love your feedback on the using of the Anki app, and also if anyone of you have used other softwares like Memrise, Duolingo, do let me know how it is. I would love to hear your feedback in the comment section, and look forward to my next video, guys. See you.